Hey guys, we're down here at the IMS in Ibiza 2012 and I'm sitting back with Danny Whittle 1 year later after our first interview. How are you?
Yeah, very good, thank you. You?
Thanks. Yeah, great. How's the last 12 months been since we met?
Yeah, very good, very good. I mean, we've been planning a lot, obviously with this version of the IMS coming up and some changes that we've done in Pacha and now the new festival that we're doing later on in July. So, you know, it's been a winter of a lot of work, a lot of ideas and yeah, so all good, I mean, all positive.
Yeah, cool. I mean, the IMS has gone extremely well this year. I mean, it was great last year, but every time just seems to get better and better. And the people that you've brought on board, it's a really eclectic mix of people. I mean, like having Nile Rodgers down here is just awesome. Who thinks it's all up?
You know what, a lot of it just kind of happens organically, but Ben Turner really is the power behind a lot of the content. Yep. And him and Pete Tong, of course, who always has great opinions on stuff. So. Yeah, I mean, but then a lot of stuff just kind of fall into place as well. You meet somebody and, oh, I'd like to come and speak there. Okay, great, you know, and it works for us. So, yeah, I mean, the whole event really has been so organic, and that was our whole aim really when we started doing it. We didn't want to find some big investor and just go instantly to 1,000 people. Yeah. We wanted to grow it, and that's why the first one was like 100 people and the second one was 200, and you know, we've just kind of increased by 100 a year virtually, and we've always said the capacity was going to be 500, and this year we've done just slightly over, purely because we didn't want to turn people away this year. But we really just don't want to go any bigger with it, you know. I think the problem is you can let 1,000 people in here, but I don't think you'd meet any more people. You know, exactly. You almost get lost in it all. So we love the intimacy of it, and you know, it was never about making big money. So I think it's just better keep it as it is and get longevity and get cool people meeting each other.
Definitely. I mean, 3 days, and it's a really great value as well. We've done some amazing networking ourselves, even while you're still out here working, and it's a great place for everyone just to meet and really move forward in the industry as well. Yeah. Now the parties as well up at Delft Villa, that's picked up a lot as well. I mean, you've had David Guetta last night, you've got Carl Cox as well playing. Yeah. I mean, the lineup is amazing, and it's only twice a year that you ever get to do a party there.
Yeah, no, absolutely, and they've never allowed anybody to do anything up there. It's a 1,000-year-old World Heritage site, you know. And we always compared it to when Jean-Michel Jarre played at the Pyramids, you know. Yeah. We feel so lucky to do it, and even though it's a limited capacity of venue, it's like 2,500. We just don't want to give it up, you know. It's just so iconic for us to do that, you know, and the local town hall there, the Ayuntamiento of Ibiza, they're just so helpful, you know, they're just so supportive of what we do. You know, they were even sitting on the panel the other day for the Ibiza panel and bigging us up and really, you know, believing in the fact that, you know, Ibiza is a musical island and we should all support that, you know. And I think what they see with what we do here, I think we bring you know, an edge, I suppose, of respectability to the world of party. You know, they see that there's a lot of professional people behind it, and you know, there's a big business behind the world of party, and if it's done correctly, then it'll be as safe and as enjoyable as it can be done. You know,
without a doubt. I mean, it's been something really exciting for us as well, having grown up in the entertainment scene, coming out here and finding out the people that run the industry aren't big, scary, bad gangsters, and you know, those are really approachable, nice, friendly, family people that, you know, just all about doing good business.
Yeah, no, I think, you know what? I think ultimately almost every industry in the world started off with big bad gangsters. Yeah. You know, whether you're thinking of banking or you know, anything probably started off like that and then reached a level where it had to become respectable. I mean, that's just the way it is. You know, and you know, even from the days of Prohibition in America, you know, things just had to be legalized because it was causing the problem as well, you know. And so, you know, and I think dance music reached that stage a long time ago now, and when you look round and you see it's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and you know, and it's a good industry. And I think the thing is, as long as you work within that industry and you respect that industry, you can deliver the kind of things that people really want, the real nice parties, but you can do them at the best of your ability, you know, and that's what really counts.
100%. And you've got two really exciting things that I'd like to speak to you about. Is you've obviously got Monday at Pacha, launching the new Tiesto. Nice. Tell us about that. That's super exciting for you.
Yeah, no, it's fantastic. It was like he came in August last year and he played 4 or 5 tracks unannounced with Pete and Pete Tong and Paul Oakenfold. And as soon as he went on, I mean, the place just went ballistic. People were dancing on the tables in the VIP. He just nailed it musically, and I just walked away from the booth thinking, oh God, I'd love to get this guy into Pacha. You know, he's just at that stage now where I think he works perfectly, you know, and Pacha is a bit of a temple for this industry, and he is a bit of a god in the industry, so it kind of fitted perfect, you know. And then, you know, when the Swedes let me know that they were probably not going to return, which is fair enough, they got to do what they got to do. And then, you know, I just thought, you know what, just ask him. And then he looked at it, they studied this and they looked at that, and they came back and they went, yeah, okay, you know what we're going to do. So I was just like, oh my God, somebody's definitely looking down on me here, you know what I mean? And it just fit perfectly. So we're just really happy, and he's such a nice guy as well, to be honest, on a personal level. So it's just going to be a pleasure to work with him.
Cool, good stuff. Well, we're really looking forward to that. Hopefully we can come and film a couple of nights down there.
I'm sure.
Fantastic. And the next big thing on the charts for you guys is not only have you booking Tiesto as a big act, but you've got the 1-2-3 festival with names like Elton John and Lenny Kravitz and Sting.
Yes, absolutely. And Tiesto and David Guetta and Tiny Temper. And no, you know, listen, what we try to do is, you know, create I suppose a fusion of rock music and rock stars and techno stars, and you know, this concept of Rocktronic, I suppose, is what's come out of this, and also crossing some age barriers, and you know, presenting to a very wide audience to try and, you know, let people hear other stuff as well, and also to present the kind of stars on Ibiza that normally a resident of Ibiza would never get to see, unless they're going to spend 500 euros to get to the mainland and stay in a hotel and buy tickets and all the rest of it. So we wanted to bring some people that the 100,000 people who live on Ibiza very rarely get the opportunity to see, even if at all, you know. So we've done this as much for the people who live here as we have for the tourists, but we'd like to think that they'll all enjoy it as much as each other, you know. And that was the whole concept with 1-2-3. It would have been so easy just to put on a techno rave thing, you know, but they're doing that every night in all the clubs. So we had to do something different, and I think had to give something back to the island. And I think, you know, bringing Lenny out and Sting to the table is giving a lot back, to be honest. So,
definitely,
you know.
nice. And we bumped into each other at the airport a little while ago, and you were telling me about how you're going to be utilising the land. So for those people that don't know, the festival is happening next door to Café Mambo, on that piece of land over there. So how are you guys working out there?
Yeah, good. I mean, it all starts next week, actually. All the big diggers go in, and like I said to you before, you know, the best part is we don't have to take anything away, really. We're just going to, you know, mould the land into suit the venue. So, you know, where we build raised VIP areas or whatever, we're not going to use scaffolding. We're going to build the mounds and so on, and then cover them in fake grass and, you know, put a VIP up there. So it's a lot easier than people think. It isn't about shipping off 400 truckloads of soil. It's just purely about moulding it, really. And you know, that's the thing we do next. The good thing as well, it's all on one stage. We wanted everybody looking at the same thing. It's right next to the sunset there, which will be super iconic, you know. Sting, Elton and Lenny singing on 3 separate days to sunset. Again, as you know, makes the hairs go up on my arm thinking about it. So, you know, and then people like Luciano closing the night, and Tiesto and Steve Angelo, you know. So I think it's just one of those events, and we kept the price, I think, really good. I mean, it's 65 euros, but you pay that just to go see Elton on his own, let alone everybody else that's with him. So we've tried our hardest to keep the price right for people, and you know, I think it's definitely history in the making. So I think if you're here, you've just got to go. You know, as simple as that.
And if you're not, you got to get you.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah.
Totally. I think it's a moment in history that people will talk about for years, without a doubt. Cool. Well, guys, that's myself here, Mike Parry, catching up with Danny Whittle from the IMS and 1-2-3 Festival as well.